Today I'm gonna be blatantly stealing Isaac's idea because it's a good idea and I didn't think of it first, so I'm gonna steal it. But it's gonna be significantly worse than how did it because he spent like 30 minutes explaining everything. I am going to answer everything right off the dome, no thinking, no explanation, and see where I place for the same two quizzes he took. All right, let's just get started. Homosexuality, nope. Individuals' bodies their own property, yep. Authority figures if morally correct, sure. Current welfare system, strongly disagree. Two consenting individuals, neutral, strongly disagree, disagree, strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree. Government should be less involved, sure. Not be able to adopt children, disagree. Organizations cannot be trusted, agree. In times of crisis, safety becomes more important, nope. Communism is an ideal that can never work in practice, agree. State schools are a bad idea, state shouldn't be influencing our children, disagree. Multiculturalism is bad, uh, neutral. Only the government, disagree. Freedom of business, agree. Government should have most, strongly agree. Wages are always fair, strongly disagree. Victimless crime should still be punished, strongly disagree. Class primary division, strongly agree. All industry and banks should be nationalized, disagree. Drugs are harmful and should be banned, strongly disagree. Economic inequality, strongly agree. Nothing to hide, nothing to fear, strongly disagree. Laws based on cultural values rather than ethical ones aren't justice, agree. It's human nature to be greedy, strongly agree. Gender is a social construct, not a natural state of affairs, disagree. Jury nullification should be legal, strongly agree. Land should not be a commodity to be bought and sold, I mildly agree. Society requires structure and bureaucracy in order to function, neutral. Smaller government freed the people, strongly agree. Mandatory IDs should be used to ensure public safety, strongly disagree. Police were created to protect the people, but or not created to protect people, uphold the status quo by force, strongly agree. Harder you work, the more you progress up the social ladder, strongly disagree. One cannot be more about religion, strongly disagree. Autonomy of body extends to minors, mentally ill, and serious criminals, strongly agree. Sometimes it's right that the government may spy on its citizens, strongly disagree. Death penalty should exist for certain crimes, neutral. Government that provides for everyone is an inherently good idea, agree. Taxation of the wealthy is a bad idea and should be better off without it, strongly disagree. Strength is necessary for any government to succeed, neutral. And charity is a better way of helping people in need than social welfare, strongly agree. Sure, I'll help with ideology assessment. How would I classify myself as? Uh, I'm in like the middle of these two, so I'm gonna go. Say I'm more right leaning. I'm a libertarian. Culture, conservative, economics, neutral, authority, very libertarian. Uh, uh, oh, what's your gender? Male. How old are you? What religion do you adhere to? Other country do you live in? The what country do I live in? The United States. Do you focus on this? Both. Unemployed. High school. Small city. How physically active are you? Uh, all right. So in the past, I had actually been placed more around here in this little section where my mouse is. Sometimes a bit more to the left. I've always been kind of in the center. I've apparently moved up and way to the left. And I've also, yeah, culture progressive. All right, let's get this other one done. Political typology. You got to choose or ever have a smaller government. Uh, America should be open. People who are experts are better at making policy. Trade is a good thing. Nothing needs to be done. Business corporations make too much profit. It would bother me some. I don't like Democrats. I don't like Republicans. U.S. stands above all other countries. Minor problem, not a problem. None of the candidates represent my views. My people benefit, not too much. Very social acceptance. People who are transgender is neither good nor bad. People convicted of crime spend too. It depends on the crime. I'm gonna go with about just because average. Religion should be kept separate. U.S. should be only military superpower. Ambivalent right. Awesome. Actually, I'm going to do another one that Isaac didn't do. This is 8 values, and I'm going to do the same thing of explaining nothing. Pressure by corporations, more concerned, strongly agree. Necessary government to intervene in the economy, agree. Free the markets, free the people, agree. I know that's counterintuitive, but don't worry about it. Better to maintain balanced budget than to ensure welfare for all citizens, agree. Publicly funded research is more beneficial to the people than leaving it to the market, strongly agree. Tariffs on international trade are important to neutral from each according to his ability to each according to his needs. Marx said that Karl Marx said this, but it's also a similar thing to something I forget his name, but like he who does not work shall not eat. I think people should do what they're able to do, and then get what they need. I'm going to put neutral less unsure. It would be best if social programs were abolished in favor of private charity. Neutral. Taxes should be increased on the rich, provided for poor. Agree. Inheritance is a legitimate form of wealth. Neutral. Basic utilities like run electricity should be publicly owned.